There is a strange comfort in motion, the kind of comfort that hides the fear of standing still. You tell yourself you are being productive, but really, you are running from silence, because silence asks questions you do not want to answer. What are you doing? Why are you doing it? Who are you doing it for? You fill your days until no space is left for those questions to echo. You wake before the sun, already halfway into the race. You drink your coffee like fuel, not pleasure. You measure your worth by how tired you are. You confuse exhaustion with meaning. You mistake busyness for purpose. The world rewards you for it. Emails, meetings, deadlines, all whisper that you matter, but they never say why. They only say more. More effort, more speed, more output, more hours. You nod and obey, because slowing down feels like betrayal. You fear that if you stop, your value will vanish. You keep moving, faster, louder, further away from yourself. There was a time when work was something you did. Now, it's something you are. The line between who you are and what you produce has disappeared. Your identity has been traded for efficiency. Your soul has been formatted into a resume. Every dream reduced to a bullet point. Every emotion replaced by an agenda. The calendar became your god, and you pray with notifications. You no longer rest, you recharge. Rest is not an act of rebellion. It is a technical requirement. You lie in bed scrolling, not because you want to, but because you've forgotten how not to. The day ends, but your mind does not. You keep rehearsing tomorrow inside your skull. You call it ambition, but it feels more like survival. Somewhere along the way, work stopped being about creating. It became about proving. Proving you are enough. Proving you belong. Proving you deserve to stay. You compete with ghosts that no one else can see. You chase an approval that never arrives. You keep earning a life you already have the right to live. The company becomes your family. The desk becomes your altar. You tell yourself you are lucky to have purpose, but deep down, you wonder what it cost. You stopped noticing the seasons changing. You forgot what your own thoughts sound like. The mirror reflects someone efficient, but empty. You fill your house with devices to make life faster, but speed has only made the emptiness arrive sooner. You say you are too busy to feel, but feeling was the point of being alive. The busyness is a disguise, a shelter built from noise, because stillness would make you see what you've lost. You would see how your life became a spreadsheet of moments never lived. You would see how your dreams turned into deadlines, how your worth became measurable, like a product on a shelf. You'd remember that the world promised freedom through progress, but gave you a cage that looks like success. You used to ask, what do I want to become? Now you ask, what do I need to deliver? And the answer is always more. More tasks, more proof, more reasons to avoid the truth. You confuse doing more with being more, but every extra thing you do leaves you feeling less, because meaning can't survive at that speed. You cannot hear your soul over the sound of notifications. You cannot meet yourself in a schedule with no pauses. Sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is nothing. To sit in the quiet and let the fear speak. To remember that being alive was never a job description. You were not born to meet expectations. You were born to experience, to taste, to wonder, to rest, to simply exist. But existence demands space, and space feels dangerous in a world addicted to speed. So we run, endlessly, because running feels like control. Until one day, you realize you've been running in circles, and the finish line was never out there, it was always within.